Hello and welcome to the first episode in a new series that I'm starting called 5-Minute Customs, which, as you can imagine, they're going to be 5 minutes. They're going to be quick little customs that hopefully still look quite good. So I'm going to kick it off with a really funny one that I've named Lacerated Thanos. This is just I think this is the 5-pack Children of Thanos figure from the Amazon exclusive years ago. You can see it comes with an alternate head and an alternate arm. I'm going to be utilising these as well, but I don't want to be damaging the actual figure itself, so I've bought a very cheap Build-A-Figure body that you can get off eBay. They're like £5 because they weren't a very popular Build-A-Figure, I don't think. But yeah, obviously it's interchangeable with the original Build-A-Figure. The browns are pretty much the same, so you can just take the legs, pop them onto there. You could even go as far as to get the other legs and the other arm and have just 2 Thanos figures from this set. But the only other things you're going to need really is Thor, or just Stormbreaker at the very least, and a soldering iron. And the soldering iron is what we're going to use to do the actual damage to Thanos. Obviously do be careful because these things get very, very hot. In fact, mine has a dial on the side that tells me it gets up to 450 degrees Celsius. And you'll probably tell by the blue smoke coming off of this thing, you don't want to be breathing any of this in. This is not good for you. Do it in a well-ventilated area, and if you can, obviously wear some sort of mask, like a ventilation mask, like the kind you'd wear for spray painting. But you can see there, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to smooth over this edge that I've created, because when you burn a hole in something, you normally get an edge come up, so I'm just trying to smooth that back down so it doesn't look as artificial. I'm also going to cut actually into the lower half of the body so that it's more consistent, so if I do have him with his back arched, there's still a cut that runs through. This would also allow more space for the actual axe to sit in. So bringing the axe back in now, just a test fit to make sure it actually wedges into his chest and it stays there. And you can see we've got a good depth into his chest, and it is holding itself there. You don't want to force it in too far because the axe seems to be made of quite a soft plastic, and I think you could scuff it very easily. But in regards to painting, I've got some Tamiya Clear Red and some Citadel. Any type of purple would work fairly well here. It's just me using a purple. And you see this is the colour you get. You get a fairly realistic blood tone, but there's not enough gloss to it, and I ran out of Clear Red, so I could have left it here. I could have also just gone and clear coated this area with a bit of clear paint. But instead, I'm going to go and make it a little bit more gory. I'm going to use some clear orange. Working with the blue of the suit and the gold, this should still work quite nice to give a blood effect. I'm doing a very heavy coat around the actual edge just to make it look a little bit thicker, so it looks more like blood. And you can see it works fairly well. So I want a little trail coming off the actual axe, the axe wound. And then I'm also going to brush it into where the fabric of his shirt is. I don't know, I'm brushing into the fabric so it looks like the fabric has soaked up the blood. And I think this effect actually worked quite well. It does kind of look like fabric that has soaked up blood, so very happy with the way the wound ended up looking. And that's how simple this is. Obviously it would have been nicer if I didn't have a smiling face on here. An injured face would look quite well, like that. But for the time being, I've got the smiling face where he's kind of rubbing it in Thor's face that he's still alive and he can still do the thing he was trying to the entire time. But something else I think this works really well with is if you did want to do the injured face, or the injured, fully worn down version of Thanos, you can put that on as well. And you can see it works really well. It works really nicely for his post-snap, where he's still got the axe lodged in his chest just before he disappears through the portal. And I think this is a really nice option to, if you wasn't a fan of Thanos, weren't a fan of Thanos, this is a nice option for you. You can have him on death's door with Thor looming over him, or you can just have him sat like this in your display somewhere. But yeah, for me this is just a fun little custom that I thought I'd get done, and I thought other people might enjoy seeing it. Ideally I should have done this for Halloween. As it's been pointed out to me by my girlfriend, this would have made for a very good Halloween video. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you do like the idea of 5-minute customs, do let me know. I do have another one in the pipeline, ready to go. But yeah, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.